Okay, Jet fans, Darrell Revis, quarterback.
Big Baby is off the board.
The New York Jets select
Mekhi Becton, Louisville. You fired up to be a New York Jet?
Pressure just makes you go a little more. I kind of like pressure a little bit.
The New York Jets select.
Welcome to another edition of NFL Draft Preview. Dane, we're breaking down the linebackers today. And up top, you have two players, one spot apart, both in your top 15, Micah Parsons and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. What makes them so special in terms of the rest of this draft class?
Parsons, he's really interesting because he was a pass rusher in high school. He goes to Penn State, and they moved him to linebacker. He led the team in tackles as a freshman, even though he didn't start. Then as a sophomore, he did start and set career best, again, led the team in tackles. And then he opted out this past year. So you wish there was a little more development there as an off-ball player, just in terms of spacing, in terms of anticipation and coverage. But the athleticism, the reaction quickness, he's just a freak when you talk about size, speed, strength. He has the mentality to be a cornerstone for a defense. I think just, the maturity has to be checked out. You have to make sure that he is a guy that you can trust and he's going to be, fit your culture. But talent-wise, Micah Parsons absolutely belongs somewhere in the top 15 picks. And then Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, he was perfect for that Notre Dame position that they run. And, Clark Lee's defense, former defensive coordinator, now the head coach at Vanderbilt. He was a perfect fit for that scheme. You love the speed, closing burst. He can do so many things for you. He can mirror at the line of scrimmage. He can blitz. He can carry tight ends or receivers across the field. He creates explosion at contact as a tackler. I think, there's some undisciplined play there. He plays so cranked up that he's going to overrun some gaps, or his finishing skills need to be developed a little bit. He'll miss a tackle here or there because he plays so fast. But the one-step explosion, the playmaking range, the intelligence, that gives coaches flexibility to deploy him, at linebacker, at safety, as a nickel defender. You can do so many different things, and that's what makes him a high-ceiling defender at the next level.
All right, so after Parsons and Owusu-Koramoah, you have another pair of linebackers also one spot apart with Nick Bolton, your 22nd overall prospect, and Zaven Collins at 23. Can you just kind of talk about why Bolton and Collins are rated as highly as they are?
Collins is more of your oversized linebacker, moves really smooth, and that means he can cover. That means that he has the range where he can cover both sidelines. Needs to be a little bit better with his take-on technique, so he can get rid of blockers in the hole, things like that. But he's just got a very unique blend of size, range, instincts. I think he's probably best in maybe a 3-4, where he's going to play that Sam role. Nick Bolton, I think, is more. He's a better fit for a traditional 4-3, probably as an outside will. Bolton's a little undersized. You wish you were a little bit longer. You wish you were a little bit taller. But his range and his play style are outstanding. You love the play personality. As a run defender, he trusts what he sees. He has the vision to blow up runners at the line of scrimmage. Just that lack of size, it leaves a small margin for error. And you see that in coverage, where he's just a few inches away from making the play, but he just can't quite get there. But the play speed, the instincts, the contact-driven mentality, that all translates to production at the next level. So I think he's a 3-down player if he continues to improve.
So let's move out of the first round, or the top 32 players. And how about a player that you see fit more so round 3 than where the Jets are in round 2, and Pete Werner, whose father actually played with the Jets for a season?
Yeah, Pete Werner, and the key with him is all about versatility. Ohio State, they felt comfortable leaving him on the field really in any situation, all 3 downs. He's physical enough so he can match up downhill. He can use his hands, work off blocks, chase down the play. But you can also play him in space. He does a nice job with his outside leverage, zone dropping, holding up in coverage. He can just do a little bit of everything, and he offers the smarts, the toughness that NFL teams are looking for. So in the 3rd round, I think he'd present some pretty good value for a player that, probably never going to make a Pro Bowl in his career, but it's just going to be a quality, piece to your defense.
How about a day 3 player, a linebacker that you like?
I really like Tony Fields out of West Virginia. And he was started at Arizona. He played there for 3 years. He's a 3-year starter at Arizona. and then kind of looking for a new opportunity to, help himself in the eyes of NFL scouts. He transferred to West Virginia for his senior year, and he had a great year. He led the team in tackles. He was Big 12 newcomer of the year on defense, first team all conference. He was one of the more impactful free agent signings in college football, put it that way. So he averaged 9.8 tackles per game. He was everywhere. You love the play range that he has. Just has a natural feel for the game. Quick to diagnose. He's got the athleticism where he can unlock and go. Toughness to make plays in the backfield. Now he's a little undersized, so he's a better run around defender than he is take on player. And that's where, that's why we're talking about him as a day 3 player, because he struggles a little bit near the line of scrimmage. But as an off-ball player who could be that run and hit type of linebacker, that's where his value is and where he can cover a lot of ground.
There you have it, the linebackers preview of the 2021 draft. Dane, thanks a lot. See you next week.
Thanks, Ethan.